Mary Gradney, thank you very much for opening your beautiful home to us. I want to say thank you to our co-chairs of the event tonight, Frank Dunn, Charles Johnson, wave your hand. Charles. All right. Of course, Joe, Marcus Prim, Lou Fambles, Elliot Lee, thank you very much, Elliot, haven't seen you in a while. Brian Chase, Aubrey Lewis, got Henry Boone, Chuck Arch, the list goes on. Dwayne, thank you very much for helping us organize this. I'm Ron Nirenberg, I'm your mayor. It's good to be with you tonight. And just thank you very much for the introduction, Joe. This is my last term, my last campaign for mayor. But as James, our campaign manager, wants me to tell you straight, this is not a farewell tour. We got a lot of work to do. But I will tell you, I'll be honest, I'm getting a little nostalgic just being out here. What we're trying to accomplish with this campaign is to have great momentum coming in the next couple of years. So there's no doubt what Joe said, we're going to be working, putting the pedal to the metal all the way to the very end, because there's a lot of work to do. I'm very proud of the stuff that we've already accomplished together as a community. There's a whole long list of things that we can talk about. You know, you see a great Tier 1 university being built now in our downtown area within walking distance of many of our residents. That's a really great thing. The airport is finally going to get rebuilt. How about that? You'll be able to walk in it in 2028. We're going to be shovels in the ground by 2024. I just found out last week that our long wait for mass transit in San Antonio, which is going on 75 years now, is finally over. We've got the north-south ART line in the president's budget, and now we have the east-west line coming down Commerce in the president's budget. So mass transit is finally coming to San Antonio, Texas. There's other things going on. I know you know what's happening over here at the old Merchandise House. We're now making a biomedical center of excellence in the heart of Eastside San Antonio for our community to be employed, to get educated, and to create good jobs from. That's happening right here in your hometown. There's a lot of things that I'm very proud of, but I am getting a little nostalgic, and especially so because I see a lot of my team members here. I see a lot of former teammates here. Thank you, Michelle Lugalia Holland, for being here. She was my former policy director. She's now doing great things and advancing her career in a lot of different ways I can't tell you about right at the moment. Cruz Shaw, former District 2 council member, is here. I've always told Cruz I was really upset with him when he decided to leave, because Cruz told me that the reason why he was leaving is he couldn't stand the BS anymore.
I didn't say BS though.
So I can't either. And I said, that's why I'm staying here, Cruz. So anyway, he's doing great things as a judge, and we appreciate his service. And of course, Alex Dixon, who currently serves in my office, is here as well. Doing great things. I wasn't planning to be in politics when I was growing up. My dream job when I was growing up was to be the beat writer for the Boston Red Sox. I'm a baseball fan. My family grew up as Red Sox Nation, and that's what I wanted to be doing with my life. But when my wife and I started raising a son in the city, things changed. Mayor Castro was in office, the SA 2020 initiative started, and I wanted to be part of this great movement of creating a city that our children would fall in love with and have opportunity in. And I'm happy to say that that's what is happening now in San Antonio. My son, who is now 14 years old, he was 3 when we started this, still asks me the same questions about, am I making the world better? And I get to go home to him and tell him now, because he's old enough to understand what we're doing, about the things that we're actually doing in this city. And I talk about a couple of things, and Cruz knows this very well. San Antonio has been saddled with some challenges. And I think peak among them has been our socioeconomic segregation. The fact that depending on where you are in the city, you have a dramatically different destiny based on your zip code. So we instituted one of the first equity frameworks in our nation's history for a big city. And that has continued now for 7 budgets. very proud of that. That has relayed the landscape in terms of how we invest in communities. And so now we're also building an affordable housing plan. We're now in year 4 of a 10-year comprehensive and compassionate housing policy to make sure that it doesn't matter where you live in this city, you deserve an affordable, safe, sustainable place to live. And that's what we're doing. And the city of San Antonio voters came out en masse, changed our constitution, and we passed last year the first affordable housing bond to make sure that we're building quality housing in all parts of our city. Very proud of that. That's the stuff that's going to change our city forever. But I think the most important thing is something that Joe talked about, is the fact that in order for us to have opportunity, we need to make sure that people are educated in this city.
Yes, sir.
Starting back in 2012, we passed the Pre-K for SA program by a razor's edge. In the heart of a pandemic, at the peak of uncertainty, our community came out and they reinstituted Pre-K for SA for another 8 years by 75%. It's incredible. So, let me tell you, I count my blessings every day, not just to be your mayor, but to be a resident of the city, because every single one of us rallies around each other. The secret formula for San Antonio is compassion, faith, and a belief in each other's dignity. And that's what happens when we vote for things like Pre-K for SA. I'd also say that that's why we are building probably the most sustainable, strongest workforce pipeline in our entire country, because generational poverty is something that we need to address. And while 2-year cycles for political officials makes it very difficult to deal with long-term challenges, me and my colleagues have been focused on that issue from day one. And today we have Pre-K for SA at the front end. We have great stuff going on in the K through 12 system right now, all the way through high school. But we have to recognize the fact that in today's day and age, if you want to live above poverty, you need something else besides high school. You need a professional certificate or technical training, or you need a college degree. That's just the plain truth. Otherwise, you're going to get a poverty wage. And so today in San Antonio, because of the Ready Work program, and because of the fact that we now have Alamo Promise, which provides tuition-free college education to every child who graduates from Bexar County High School, today we have options for every single person in our community, regardless of where they grow up on, what street they grow up on. They have an opportunity to thrive in the city. So there's a lot of things that I'd like to say and talk about what we've been doing. But I want to tell you that my hope in the next couple of years is that we push the pedal to the metal, we keep the momentum going, and that whatever happens in 25, God willing, when I'm finally out of here, there's no question that whoever comes into this office and the other offices that will have a say-so in where we go as a city, know that there is no doubt we are headed in the right direction. That the next leadership will continue that forward momentum, accelerate that momentum, and make this city the best city in America. Because my goal, your goal, is to make sure that we leave a city to our children that we can be proud of and that they can thrive in. And thank God we've been working together to do that. So thank you for the opportunity to serve you. Thank you for the hospitality. It took vision to see what this house could become. If you saw the pictures of it burned out, it took vision to believe in that and to invest in it, and they took a long time to renovate it, but look at this place. That's what I want people to believe about San Antonio, and that's what we're doing. So thank you very much for being here.